Hey everyone, it's Camille and Kayla. Thanks for joining us again on Spin Tuesdays. This week we have one of my clients, Kenny Smith, aka Mr. Exclusive 502, joining us to give us his experience on purchasing a home. So thanks for joining us, Kenny. The first question would be, why did you want to purchase a home?
Well, I wanted to purchase a home to break generation curses. We've been living in, my mom was on Section 8 subsidized housing for Louisville Housing Authority. We lived in poverty, for half my life, So I always was like, Mom, are you owning this place? It was, she's like, no, I'm renting it out. I'm renting it. So I was like, Mom, why don't you try to get a house? Eventually she did get a house, you know what I'm saying? But it took steps and levels to get there. And I was just determined to get the house before I turned 40 years old. I had goals set. But at the same time, I was out here living in different homes, different places that I didn't need to be. So as a priority, I didn't want to just be a renter. I wanted to be a homeowner and also break generation curses as well and pass it down to my kids. You can't pass down no rent, no lease, no apartment to your kid, unless it's your property. So I always kept that in mind. When I die, I want to leave my kids something that they can build generational wealth off of, as well as leaving something in the family that's going to be a foundation for the whole situation.
Super, super, super important. And I know personally, Kayla has shared with me a little bit. You were able to use some um services or some programs to help you purchase your home. So kind of talk to us a little bit about like what services or programs you were able to take advantage of.
Yes. Well, it started in 2020 when COVID-19 hit, everything was at a standstill. And I was just in the point of my life where, like I said, I wanted to make that change. I was tired of renting out. So I was like, you know what? Let me start to reach out to different places in the Louisville area to see what type of home buyer, programs that they have to offer for minorities like me. So I looked out to Louisville Urban League. It's the first place that I stopped at. And they had a home buyer program there where once you complete the class, then they will help you out as far as like trying to find a lender and, like I said, try to guide you to steps of, succeeding of me getting my first home. So I went through the program through Louisville Urban League Home Buyer Program, graduated the program. While I was in the program, I was also working on my credit. Credit is key. People think it's money. It's really not about the money. It's about your credit. So if anybody's listening, don't get intimidated about money. It's what credit score you have. So once I realized that, all these years I wasn't taught that. If I would have knew that, I would have been and worked on my credit when I was 20 years old. But the education wasn't properly taught to us in the community about credit versus money. You see what I'm saying? So once I learned about it, utilized it, got my first credit card through Capital One, start working on my credit, graduated the program. Once I graduated the program, my credit score was already up to like a 720. So it's right on time. So it's all about taking them small steps to leading to the big goal. And like I said, I went through the Louisville Urban League program. Once I did that, I went to Metro government. They got a housing program helping people low down payments. And I hooked up with Mr. Bill Zink at the Metro, government program, and he helped me through the assistance program. So I got help from them as top of getting, approved from a bank loan. And like I said, I had a great realtor, Kayla Anderson. She's the best, and she got me where I needed to be.
Awesome. I appreciate that. So what was the hardest part of the experience in your opinion?
The hardest part is having patience, being humble and staying patient with the whole process, because it can get frustrating, especially with the paperwork, dealing with the lender, sending different stuff in to make sure everything's in. It can get hectic. Also, bidding on the house. It was like my 20th house that I was bidding on houses, for about 2 months. And so that gets kind of frustrating, once you do find a house, you get denied and it gets kind of discouraging, but you got to keep going. The marathon continues. You got to keep going till, you find that one. And like I said, it's a process. That was the hardest thing, is to having that patience through the frustration time of the process.
Okay. So, what would you say was the best part of your experience?
Oh man, the best part of my experience is knowing the knowledge that I know now, that I can help somebody else get a home. Now I can write a book on how, the process home. Now I can help others. I didn't know. Now I know I can acknowledge. That's the best help I can do for somebody, is give them the knowledge that I got and show them, hey, y'all know I was in the hood like y'all. Look at me now. If I can do it, you can do it. So that's what I want to, if I can help somebody, just educate them more. And like I said, refer, it's all about supporting each other. So I would refer them to Kayla, I would refer them to, such and such urban league. I'm not gonna keep no secrets to nobody. I want everybody to be good. So
That's awesome, because so many people just don't know. And sometimes it takes someone being in that situation to say, like, hey, it's possible. You just got to be patient. For one, be patient and then follow the steps, because like you did all the steps. And I think people just get a little frustrated. They just get it's just difficult, right? But it is it goes to show you that if you do follow the steps, you can become a homeowner. So I'm grateful that you are taking your experience and sharing it with others who just may not ever talk to a realtor or think that it's possible for them. You went through it and you're like, no, I mean there are programs out here, and you took advantage of them, which is great, because a lot of people just don't. So that, to me, that's great to hear, from your perspective. Exactly. So, what are your next steps, now that you've invested in your first home?
well, now my next step is pulling out equity and investing and fixing my home up as well. So, like I said, once you plant that seed, it's like a game of Monopoly. Once you buy property, you want to keep buying them until somebody lands on your property and you say, pay me. So that's my mindset. Now I'm on. Now I'm about to go ahead and go to the next level. It don't stop. Once I got this home, this is just the beginning. I want to buy other properties. I want to, get a duplex, fix the duplex up. I want to put money into my house so my property value of my house will go up. It don't stop there. I want to utilize what I got to break the generational curse and create generational wealth. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
And we will definitely get you started on that at the beginning of the year, because that's when the market's going to start popping again. Um, so is there anything else that you want to share with our viewers from the client's point of view, with your whole process, or anything about you?
Really, basically, like I said, man, I didn't think I can do it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was one of those people who was like, man, I can't get no house. But once, you renew your mind, really set that goal and really be determined about making that goal, the world is yours. Once I got to this house, it showed me personally that if you set a goal and you really serious about it and stick to it, then it can come true.
I'm motivated. Right.
Yeah,
Like,
like I said, to everybody who don't believe, I'm telling y'all, it can happen. Because like I said, I come from straight from the gutter, from a single parent home. And now, like I said, I'm trying to break the curse. I got 4 kids. So I'm trying to, set credit lines, get their credit together. So when they turn a certain age, they already have good credit. And I want to get them utilized in the business. Everything is business. This is what the United States is about. It's about business and making money, breaking the curse. It's not just about working, having that job just over broke. That's what it's not about. It's about creating generational wealth, utilizing money as a tool and not for, other stuff that you don't need to use it on. So, credit scores like a video game. Challenge yourself. If you can spend money, give gas at the gas, use your credit card, pay it back, use your credit card, pay it back with cash. Simple as that. It's a video game. So yeah.
That's the formula for sure. Okay, and I know we mentioned earlier you got some plumber services. How can people reach you for that?
Yes, I work for Louisville Metro Housing Authority. I am a plumber there, plumber too. Basically, we do all types of plumbing, inside, out, piping, replace piping, stop up, basements, anything that you need. You can let me know. You can reach me through Kayla Anderson, or you can give me a call at 502-408-3959. And you can reach me on Facebook at Mr. Exclusive 502 Business Consultant. You can reach me on my page as well. Like I said, I'm in the Louisville area, but I will travel. Like I said, anybody who got homes, they getting fixed up and don't want to fool with Donahauer and all the other plumbing companies, give me a call, give you an estimate. Like I said, we'll come out and get you together. I appreciate your business, and it's all about supporting each other. So.
And that Mr. Exclusive is without the E, okay? It's Mr. Exclusive 502 without the E.
Excuse me, with the X. Yes.
With the X, not the E. So. Awesome. All right. So we definitely appreciate you coming on. Some words of encouragement for this week. Trust yourself and trust that you have what it takes to win. Until next time, follow us, like us, and subscribe on our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. T.W.I.R.E, Twins Winning in Real Estate. Thanks for joining us.